Hi, my name is Shivani, and today I will be presenting my map for the state of Georgia congressional districts. In the state of Georgia, the congressional map is drawn by the state legislature and is subject to a veto by the governor. As of right now, the state legislature is comprised of more Republicans than Democrats, and there is a Republican governor. In the last map, drawn in 2013, there were 8 Republican districts and 6 Democratic districts. In my map, there are 8 Democratic districts and 6 Republican districts. In my map, most of the districts are relatively safe for whichever party holds the majority. Districts 4 and 8 are the least safe, with Democrats holding leads over Republicans of 4.79% and 4.48% respectively. In the state of Georgia, there are 3 main requirements for redistricting. First, following the ruling in Westbury v. Sanders, congressional districts must comply with the constitutional equal population requirements. This means that states must make a good faith effort to draw districts with the same number of people in each district. As we can see, I have followed this requirement with a maximum population deviation of 0.4%. Second, redistricting must comply with the Voting Rights Act and constitutional rules on race. My map follows this because there is no intentional cracking or packing. As we can see in my map, there are 7 majority-minority districts and 6 opportunity districts. It does not appear as though minorities have been packed into a few districts, nor have they been so splintered as to not be able to enact change. Rather, there is a fair distribution of minorities across the districts. Miller v. Johnson set a precedent that racial gerrymandering is a violation of the Equal Protection Clause. As we can see in my map, there is no bizarre racial gerrymanders, so I am in line with the ruling on this case. Lastly, Article 3, Section 2, Paragraph 2 of the Georgia State Constitution stipulates that congressional districts must be contiguous. As we can see in my map, no contiguity gaps have been detected. Beyond these 3 major requirements, it is also important to have compact districts, a respect for existing political boundaries, and an adherence to H.R. 1's requirement of respecting communities of interest. I think my districts look very compact. And as far as respect for existing political boundaries, these black lines show the counties that currently exist in the state of Georgia. And as you can see, I've mostly respected the boundaries of the counties, with a couple of exceptions on the edges of the districts I've drawn. This was kind of difficult to accomplish because there's such large populations in each area of the districts that in order to meet the equal population requirement, the counties couldn't be completely respected, but for the most part, the counties have been kept together. And then as far as respecting communities of interest, I found this website called representable.org, and I kept this open while creating my map, and I tried to keep track of the different communities of interest and keep them together as much as possible. Northern Georgia is now covered by 1 large district instead of 2, as it was in the previous map from 2013. Also, there used to be 6 small districts around the Atlanta area that 3 were held by Democrats and 3 were held by Republicans. And in my map, there are 4 small districts in the Atlanta area, each of which holds a Democratic majority. Additionally, the central parts of Georgia, south of Atlanta, over here, used to be completely represented by Republicans. And now many of the cities, including Peachtree City, Macon, Columbus, are all in Democratic districts. I expect that the Republican Party will challenge this map for not respecting existing political boundaries, since there are a few counties that did get split up. Also, they may challenge us for not respecting certain communities of interest. As we see here on Representable, there are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of different communities of interest. And while I did try to keep them together as much as possible, it's impossible to keep all of them together, and some of them actually directly contradict each other. However, I did try to keep them together as much as I could. So I was able to keep a map that adds 2 seats for the Democratic Party and still satisfies all of the major requirements. The 2 goals that were most in tension with each other in the creation of this map were the equal population requirement and the goal of keeping counties together. I found that it was very difficult to accomplish both of these goals, so I did end up with some districts that split counties in order to satisfy the equal population requirement. Thank you.